Hi Priyanka, good evening. How are you doing?
Yes, good evening, ma'am. I'm doing well. What about you?
I am doing excellent. Thank you so much for asking. And I'm very excited to meet you. We had been discussing about meeting up for quite a
Yeah,
few days, and then finally we are here. I'm very glad to meet you.
ma'am, pleasure is mine because I wanted to connect with you. I have seen so many videos of you, like you are uploading some content on your channel. So I love you the way you are speaking. So I want to know about your how did you get that fluency? What things you did? I want to know so many things from you.
I am glad that you liked my content and you reached out. I'm very happy that you reached out and you wrote to me. I always love it when so many learners send out an email asking for session information, asking for one conversational session like this. And it's very nice to meet new people every day. That is something that I love doing. So thank you
Yeah,
so much for reaching out.
yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Right. So, Priyanka, before we take our discussion forward, why don't you quickly give out a nice and short introduction to all the viewers who are watching us today? Okay.
So, as you know, my name is Priyanka. I belong to Uttarakhand, but right now I live in Gurugram, Haryana. If I talk about my education qualifications, so I have done masters in finance and marketing, and recently I qualified UGC NET exam also. Now I am looking for an assistant professor job, as well as I'm running a YouTube channel. Name is Speak with Priyanka Kataria, where I'm uploading this type of conversational video and sometimes solo video as well. I'm enjoying these things, so that is why I'm doing. And my hobbies are reading books and talking to people. Yeah, that is more or less about me.
Okay, wonderful. Very nice to hear about, all the multiple things that you are trying to juggle. And I'm very glad to see that you are handling everything so well. So, congratulations on that. And I'm sure that you will also get a job really quick. So, do you think after getting a job, it's going to Do you think after getting a job, it is going to cut down on your time for YouTube and the other things that you are doing?
No, I don't think so because when I was preparing for that exam, so I was very busy. I used to study around 10 to 12 hours. So that time also I used to upload this content on my channel. I used to learn this language also. So that time I didn't do so. How can I do like when I get a job? Definitely I will upload some content, but my whole focus will be on my job, and it is
Mm-hmm.
my hobby. I
Absolutely.
am just working on my channel just as a hobby because I love talking to people. I love this language, so I want to indulge myself with this language. So if I
Mm-hmm.
have a hobby, so definitely I will do that thing for whole life.
Wonderful. That is very nice. And I think that's a motivation for a lot of people out there who want to do multitasking and they think that, whether we will be able to manage it or not, and thinking that they hold themselves back. But I think after listening to you, a lot of them are going to get that confidence that no, if she can do it, even we can do it, right? So great
Yeah.
job on that. Quick thing, two things that I want to talk about. Okay. One is a bit of pronunciation. And number two is about your introduction. When you were giving your introduction, right? Try and be a little more conversational when you are giving your introduction. When you were
Okay.
talking right now, I think because we are recording it, you are a little conscious. So you were a bit conscious, and it seemed as if you are being very attentive about what you are saying. So instead of that, try and make it conversational when you are giving introductions, especially in your interview. Because in
Yeah.
interviews, what happens is if you say everything in a very conscious and mugged up manner, your interviewer might think that you have just memorized your introduction and you are just talking like that. Okay. So for your interview, it's very important that you keep it very conversation like. Okay. That is number one. There was one point where you say talking about my qualification, right? If I talk about my education. So there is no need of doing that. When you are giving an introduction, you can say that, as you know, my name, it's this. I am from so and so place, and I am a so and so graduate, or I have done my graduation in so and so field. You can
Okay.
directly get to, instead of having to announce that, okay, if I talk about my, or if I tell about my, that introduction is not needed. Okay.
Yeah. So I have to say I have done
Pronunciation.
Yes, I have done masters simply.
Yes, you can directly say that I have done my masters in so and so from so and so university in this year. Okay.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Number
And you were
two is
talking about
pronunciation.
yes, pronunciation.
Yes. Yes. So two words that were very prominently, visible that it was mispronounced. Number one is hobby.
Hobby,
Okay. We do not say hobby. It's not hobby. Okay. It's hobby.
hobby, hobby,
Hobby. Perfect pronunciation. Very good. And then number two is pleasure. When you
pleasure,
say it's not pleasure, pleasure. Je,
pleasure. Yeah,
pleasure. So
pleasure.
there is a little bit of sound issue that's there when you
Yeah.
say words pleasure, treasure, pleasure,
Hmm.
right?
Oh, yeah. I
So
have this
try
issue. I have this issue like with S sound, so sound.
S sound,
Because, yeah,
and sh.
yeah, so and so, yeah.
Yeah. So try working on this. You can do two things for this, okay? There are two speech therapy exercises that you can do to work on this. One is when you have to say the sh sound, sh, okay?
Sure.
Consciously remind yourself that your tongue, the tip of your tongue,
Hmm.
should touch the upper ridge of your mouth,
Mouth, yeah.
okay?
So,
Not sir. Sir means your tongue is coming out. Sir, sir.
so,
So see where my tongue
so.
is. When I say
Hmm.
sh, my tongue touches the upper part of my mouth, the upper ridge of my mouth. That is number
Yeah.
one. You remind yourself that. Okay.
Okay,
Number two, the
yeah.
next exercise you can do for sh sound is you start with this, like shut. So do that
Okay.
sound how you ask somebody to be quiet, right?
Yeah. Yes.
We say we don't say not
Hmm.
sir, right? You do the
Okay, yeah.
sound and then
Hmm.
you shut. Okay.
Okay.
Start
Yeah.
with that sound and then say the word quickly.
Hmm.
Try exercises. It definitely help you. Like you can see a difference if you're doing this exercise for 2 to 3, weeks regularly, just for 3-4 minutes a day. If you do it, you will see a difference in the way you pronounce those words or those sounds. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I will do.
Perfect. All right. So tell me this, Priyanka. I know that you are working towards a lot of things, your job, your studies, and also your YouTube. But I want to know what inspired you or what was the thought process behind you starting a YouTube channel to begin with? How did that idea come?
Okay, so it's been 1 year when I started learning this language. So that time I used to have a conversation with Clapping tutors. So I used to get recording from there. So I thought I should upload these conversational video on a specific place so that I can find easily in future also. So I created a YouTube channel and I started uploading some videos on that channel, and I started getting good reviews, good comment about my progress. So people started providing me feedback, and they also wanted to connect with me. So I started having conversation with strangers. So I started enjoying that journey, and then uh, like give more focus on my channel. I started like making good thumbnail hashtags. I started working each and everything about YouTube. So this is how
Wonderful.
I
That's
started, and there is no there is nothing like I want to earn some money from YouTube, but my channel has been monetized in July as well. So it
wonderful.
is a like motivational thing for me now because I learned.
Of
There is also room for improvement in my English, but I feel now I'm confident. I can connect with anyone. I can speak in front of anyone. So there is confidence because of YouTube channel. Yeah, so that is
absolutely.
all about YouTube journey.
Absolutely, and that's wonderfully stated. Definitely, when you do something like this, where you are putting in the effort in learning a language and then you try and put it out there in the world, that itself takes a lot of effort. because most of
Right.
the times learners are very shy and hesitant to even put out their videos, thinking that what will other people think and how are people going to judge them. So for
Hmm.
you to be able to, put in that effort in the first place and show that kind of, guts and confidence, I think that's a great thing. And that is what is being, that effort is being paid off right now, that your channel has gotten monetized, which is a great achievement, I feel. It doesn't matter how much, but the point
Yeah.
is you have done something on your own and now it is giving you some results, right? So that is a great thing. And I can definitely see the confidence in you because, as you said, like, I started having conversations with strangers. That
Yeah.
gives you huge amount of confidence, and it makes you, it makes you somebody who can face anything or any situation with a strong approach, with confidence, right? So I think that has worked in your favor, and you are now able to uh, go ahead, have conversations like you wrote to me, and you very nicely you said that, ma'am, I would love to connect with you. That also takes a lot of courage for a lot of people. So I think
Right.
a lot of people who are listening to us right now, they definitely are going to get a lot of motivation from you
Yeah.
with what you have done, and it will give hope to a lot of people. Of course, I'm new on YouTube, so it gives hope to me as well that tomorrow maybe my channel will also be monetized. So thank you so
Definitely.
much for sharing your journey, Priyanka.
Yeah. And actually, ma'am, when I was a kid, that time I was an introvert kind of person. I used to speak very less. I used to listen a lot, but I was not able to speak in front of people. Like in my apart, like I was sorry, I had few friends, and only
Mm-hmm.
my family member. With them, I can talk. Otherwise, I was not able to talk to anyone. But now I can
Mm.
talk with anyone.
Yeah. Correct. You don't show or you don't portray yourself as an introvert anymore. So it has been
Yeah.
able to bring a shift in your personality as well. So I think that
Yeah.
is also something that people can relate to and can understand that just by pushing yourself, you pushed yourself. It did not come to you naturally. You were
Yeah.
taking classes, you were talking to strangers, your tutors were strangers to you, right? So,
Yeah.
you pushed yourself and now you see the result after 1 year where you have found more confidence and you can also see that your personality has changed, right?
Yeah.
So it's a great achievement, I feel. All right. Now, how you told me about your journey on YouTube, that was quite well explained. I liked how you structured your thoughts and you had a clear idea in your mind as to what is it that you want to say. So it was very well stated. One thing that I want to talk about is when you started talking about your journey, you said it's been 1 year when I started learning English, right? When I started working on the language. So when you say it's been 1 year, you will not say when I started. You will
It's
say
been
it's been 1 year
1 year. I'm
since I
learning.
have
Yeah.
since I have started learning English, or
Okay.
since I have started my English journey.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So we spoke about your YouTube journey, but now I want to do a fun activity with you. Okay. This
Yeah.
activity is called a would you rather. Okay. Now, what is this activity? I'm going to ask you a question. Okay. Which
Okay.
will have to, right?
Hmm.
So you will have to select one option, like you have to choose one option, and you have to reject the other option. But
Okay.
you explain why you chose one option and what was the reason for you to reject the other option. Okay?
Hmm. Okay.
Good. Okay. So, Priyanka, my question to you is, would you rather never age or never have to worry about money?
Age or money?
So, Priyanka, your question is, would you rather never age, which means whatever age you are at right now, you would be at that age forever, okay? Or the second option is you will never have to worry about money. Which one would you buy?
Uh, Age. I want to be like as I am right now. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
care about money, because if we are young, so we can do so many things in our life. Like we can enjoy, we can explore things, and I know about old age people. They have a lot of disease. They have a lot of problems in like we can consider physical problems. They have a lot of problems. And children enjoy their life, but they are not able to like remember or recall the things, and they don't have ability to take decisions. But right now in this age, I can take any decision. I know what is wrong, what is right, and I'm enjoying this age. So definitely I'm going to choose first option, that is age. And that is the reason why I want to choose this, because I want to enjoy so many things. I want to explore so many things. That is why. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. That's a very well thought out answer. You had valid reasons to choose not to age. And it is very true that if you are young, you can do a lot of things and you can earn a lot of money, right? So, good job on that. There was one sentence in which you said, I am not cared about money, right? So,
Hmm.
we say, I am not care about money. We say, I don't care about money.
Yes. I don't care about, yeah.
Yes, I don't care about money. So,
Hmm.
when you say you don't care about money, how do you
Hmm.
get that confidence, or why do you say that you don't care about money?
Because first thing, ma'am, I have like, sorry, when I was a kid, I used to live in a village, so I enjoyed that life. Now I am living in a city, so that is also, I'm aware about both the things, city life and village life. But I enjoyed a lot that's village life. So we can live in
Mm-hmm.
a village without money. Like we don't need lot of money. We can live a simple and unique life there. We can grow fruits, vegetables, and we can eat these things without like putting a lot of effort. So we can survive without money in a village. So that is why
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, yeah.
Wonderful. Very nice. Very well stated. And it is true. So, since you said that you have the experience of living in both places, in a city as well as in a village, right? If I ask you from your experiences or from your observations, what are, the top two benefits of living in a village, and
Hmm.
what are the top two disadvantages of living in a village? And you can say the same thing for city as well, like top two advantages and top two disadvantages, but solely from your experience and your perspective, not a generalized one.
Okay, so first and most important thing, when I used to live in a village, so that time I enjoyed a lot of time with nature. Like there were a lot of greenery around my home, so I used to spend time with nature. With there were birds chirping, so I enjoyed that thing. And I used to have like fresh vegetables, fresh fruit. My father used to grow the fruit and vegetables at home, so that thing I can say these two things are like good thing about village life. And if I talk about bad thing, hospitals are not there and education is not so good. So these two things
Yeah.
are like a disadvantage of village life. And if I
Mhm.
come to city life, so city life, yeah, there is a lot of opportunities. I can join any college, university for teaching. I can learn whatever I want to learn, because there are so many courses or institutes available. There are so many institutes available. I can join any class, any course. I can do anything related to my career. And
Mhm.
second thing is I can order anything anytime, like food, grocery, vegetables. That is also like very good thing.
So true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And negative things about city, I don't like weather. There is like in cities
Mhm.
there is a lot of humidity. Here it's raining, so after 2 hours there is a lot of humidity. I don't like
Mhm.
weather. And second thing, a lot of pollution. People are not
Mhm.
friendly. That is also a negative point. People are not friendly. They always in hurry. They are always in hurry. We cannot
Mhm.
talk anyone. And in village, people are very socialized. They always stay there. If you are in your bad times or good times, they always stay there. But in cities,
Mhm.
they don't have time. So how can they like spend time with you? So that is the thing.
Correct. I
Yeah.
agree with all of the points that you spoke about. They are very genuine, and I think all of us face all of that from time to time, right? So very well stated. One thing, Priyanka, I find really commendable about you is that no matter what question I asked you, you were
Yeah.
very prompt to give an answer, and you were not somebody who would just talk anything under the sun. You would speak logical answers. So that shows that you are somebody who is paying attention to the question, who is focused in the conversation, and who
Yeah.
is able to articulate their thoughts in a proper channelized manner. So very good job on that, because most of the times we see a lot of people, they're in a hurry to answer, but then their answer does not have a structure, or it doesn't even sync with the question, and it doesn't make a lot of sense. So that is something which is great with you, and great job on being able to do that, right?
Yeah. Thank
Now,
you.
that I noticed, you're most welcome. Two things that I noticed here. Number one, you said birds, and you
Bird.
wanted to say, no, you wanted to say birds when they
Bird.
call out. What did you say?
Birds were chirping.
Not chirping, chirping.
Chirping.
Birds,
Okay.
you can hear birds chirping in a village.
Chirping. Okay.
Yes, chirping, not chirping. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, Other thing is, you spoke about, I think, um, okay, I reminded myself that I have to tell you that, but let me just recall it for a minute, okay? Um, we were talking about,
People are very social.
no, not social, that was fine. There was one thing that I told myself repeatedly that I have to tell you about this, and now I have to. That's why I'm not writing. Today I'm not writing. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, no, I don't think I can recall. If I recall, I'll tell you. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, but other than the birds chirping part of it, all of it was very well structured, and you spoke quite well throughout your answer. And the good thing is, you are able to maintain a nice smile on your face. You are conversational when you are answering these, unlike your introduction, where you were very, hesitant
Yeah.
and you seemed a little nervous. Now you are comfortable and you are able to have a nice, comfortable conversation. So good job on that. And I really liked, hosting this session for you and having this conversation. I hope that we are meeting again, and we can discuss some more. Now,
Hmm.
before we wrap up the session, do you have any particular questions for me today?
Yes, ma'am. I have one question where I need to improvement. You told me, but what is my overall feedback where I am right now? Like I am intermediate speaker, like I'm upper intermediate, lower intermediate. There's so many categories. So where you are
Yes.
going to put me? Yeah.
I will put you as an intermediate speaker right now. Where I have improvement,
Where I need to
not say
improve.
where I need to improve, not
Yeah.
improvement. Okay.
Yeah.
Where do I need to improve is
Mm.
something that you would say. Okay. So I would say right now you are at an intermediate level in terms of your pronunciation, grammar, and your sentence construction. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what takes you from an intermediate to an advanced level is your overall way of communication, which means it will have your grammar, it will also include your articulation, and it will also include your non-verbal communication, which is your facial expressions, the way you modulate your voice, what is your rate of speech, all of that will be put into picture. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I would suggest from now on, keep practicing with others. That is very important. But also look at your own recordings. If you're practicing with yourself, you can look at those recordings as well, and start consuming as much of English content as possible. Because right now you're in a space where I feel that you would be able to understand English content, right? So if you start, taking in a lot of content, it can be podcasts, it can be movies, it can be web series. You can listen to interviews. You can also listen to TED talks. That is also all right. What it will do, help you in two ways. Once, it will enhance your language. Number one, it is going to enhance your language. It will help you understand new phrases. It will help you get more vocabulary. And it will also help you to see the different ways that you can say the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it will
Yeah.
help you in enhancing your language. And number two, it is also going to give you more practical in general knowledge. So
Hmm.
what topic or which situation you are in, you will always have something or the other to talk about. It
Right.
will use,
Yeah.
right? So start consuming as much content as possible, and
Hmm.
necessarily, it doesn't have to be like any specific accent that you are taking in. The focus
Yeah.
should be on grammar, the focus should be on sentence construction, the focus should be on phrases, vocabulary, and the expression part of it. That is
Hmm.
what is going to the advanced level.
Okay. Yeah, ma'am. Thank you so much
All
for
right.
your feedback.
Most welcome. Most welcome. And thank you, Priyanka, for joining in. I really had a great time and I hope you enjoyed the session as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Pleasure is mine. Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right, then. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye, Priyanka.
And good evening.